we're going to go do a little brief rewind in history here. Now, we're not going way back, just a few months ago. And do you remember this incredible, amazing TV star got up on his show and told you that law enforcement was going to be irreparably harmed by the COVID lockdown enforcement? Who was that? Oh, that was me. That was me. But no, in all seriousness, let's remember what happened. We had these horrible lockdowns. And these governors and mayors and all over, red and blue, we're not putting this all on Democrats, decided this business has to close and your business has to close. And sorry about your job. Nope, you're closing too. We'll close the beaches. We'll close the parks. They're tearing down basketball hoops. They took sand and filled in a skate park in Venice Beach. These tyrants got off on this whole thing, and everybody who witnessed it could see. And what happened? Well, people started to push back a little. People started to break those rules, and the cops came. These little tyrant politicians did what politicians always do, not just in our country, the history of the world. They have an armed enforcement arm that makes sure the little people are forced to do the things the politician wants them to do, the leader wants them to do. And I came out on this show and told all of you several times that law enforcement's reputation with their communities, because a local law enforcement agency's relationship with their community is a very personal thing. It's a very personal thing. And that relationship was fracturing, and it was going to lead to some serious blowback on cops. I'm not saying it's everything we're seeing now, but you can bet it's part of it. Now, that's the bad news. The good news is this. I think they know it. I think they realize how bad some of that looked. At least some of them appear to. And I think now that all these politicians, again, on both sides, are pivoting right back around from protests and funerals to, get back in your house, lock down. You can't do this, you can't do that. I think some of these cops, some of these sheriffs have realized, we're not enforcing that crap. L.A., of all places, L.A.'s county sheriff, Alex Villanueva, had this to say in response to them coming out and saying they were closing the beaches on July 4th. For a Californian, you might as well tell them they can't have any water for 2 months. He said, quote, "We were not consulted on the beach closure, and we will only assist our beach cities in closing parking lots and traffic enforcement on PCH. In regards to enforcing the beach closure, we will not be enforcing it because we are a care first, jail last." Okay, good for them. I hope that begins to spread. And understand, that's what we need right now in this country. We don't need to take all of it back at once. But the reason everybody feels like everyone's on their heels and we're surrounded and these insane people are just crushing us right now is because all the momentum is going one way. That's why I've been so harsh on Republicans, because they've been useless and fearful and backpedaling and surrendering to the other side. All we need is a couple strong people to step up and say, enough is enough. The cops are not the enemy. We're going back the other way. And then people will follow them and momentum can shift. But we can never, ever get there if we're trying to pass our own piece of anti-cop legislation through the Senate with the approval of the President of the United States of America. How are we supposed to gain momentum back? Well, yeah, the cops suck, but only a little. What message is that? Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.